I'm Matt Harrington, I'm an EFCO field supervisor, and today we're going to talk about building safer formwork, shoring, and falsework. At EFCO, we believe safety begins long before the first yard of concrete is placed. Formwork, shoring, and falsework failures rarely happen because the equipment is weak. Most occur when important details are overlooked. Things like loose ties, missing hardware, inadequate bracing, or pouring too quickly can create dangerous and costly failures. In this video, we'll explore why safety matters, how to build and inspect forming and shoring systems effectively, and the key steps that help every crew make pours safe and efficient. Our commitment to quality and integrity drives us to share proven practices that keep crews safe and projects successful. When people think of formwork or shoring, they picture strong equipment designed to hold massive forces. That's true, but failures are rarely caused by the system components themselves. They're usually attributed to mistakes in assembly, missing elements, instability, or overloading. Issues like loose ties, incomplete connections, missing braces, or rushing through critical steps increase the chance of problems on the job. Modern projects add even more pressure to get it right. Tight schedules, higher finish expectations, and mix additives like plasticizers make concrete more fluid and delay setting times. If not properly managed, these factors can significantly increase pressure on forms and loads on shoring systems. Without careful planning and oversight, that pressure can cause bulging, movement, or even failure. And the consequences go far beyond wasted concrete. A blowout or collapse can injure workers, shut down a job, and damage both budgets and reputations. The encouraging news is this: with planning, knowledge, and discipline, all failures can be prevented. This is where EFCO's innovation and focus on super service provide real value, helping contractors anticipate challenges and build with confidence. Safe projects start with strong systems, and strong systems start with careful assembly. Every tie, brace, pin, anchor, and connector plays a role in distributing the forces of fresh concrete and construction loads. When each piece is secure, the system performs as designed. For example, if one wing nut on a tie is loose or one post of a shore tower isn't touching the ground, that tie or post will not support its intended load. The pressure shifts to surrounding ties or posts, possibly overloading them and increasing the chance of failure. That's why inspections are so important. Before pouring begins, or before loading, shoring, and falsework, crews must take time to confirm everything is in place. Every nut tightened, every brace secured, every bulkhead locked, every anchor properly installed. Think of it like lug nuts on a tire. If they're loose, eventually one comes off and then the whole wheel, and much worse, things can follow. Concrete placement speed is another major factor. Pumps and conveyors can deliver material faster than formwork can safely accept it. A controlled pour rate may feel slower at the moment, but it saves significant time by preventing costly blowouts. The most successful projects balance efficiency with discipline, careful setup, thorough inspection, and stable bracing and steady placement. Please watch our 3-video series on understanding pour pressures, concrete truck timing, and set chart method for more details on placement rates. When systems are built and inspected with care, the payoff goes beyond safety. Straighter walls, level decks, smoother finishes, and fewer rework hours all mean lower costs and more productive projects. That's quality in action. To put this knowledge into action, a consistent process helps every crew on every job. That process comes down to 8 key steps. 1. Make sure that you have the most up-to-date set of drawings. Build and inspect strictly to the latest approved drawings. Projects change and improvising is unsafe. Oftentimes drawings get revised with new information, so it's important to ask. Also, make sure that your drawings have been released for construction and are not sales or preliminary drawings. Review the drawings carefully. In some situations, EFCO provides design callouts indicating that certain elements must be designed by the contractor's engineer of record. These notes are critical. The contractor must recognize these callouts and provide engineered solutions where required. If there are any questions about responsibilities or interpretation, contact the EFCO engineer who prepared the drawings. They are available to help clarify details before work proceeds. Never assume, always verify. 2. Assemble the formwork, shoring, or falsework according to the engineered drawings. Assemble and erect the system exactly as shown on the engineered design and layout drawings. Do not improvise or field modify components. If any change appears necessary, stop and consult the engineering team who prepared the drawings before proceeding. 3. If changes arise, contact the engineering team immediately. Conditions change. Openings move. Loads shift. When that happens, do not modify the system in the field. Stop and contact the EFCO engineering team who prepared the drawings. Adjustments must be engineered, not improvised. 4. Inspect for compliance using EFCO's erection drawings as a checklist. Safety on the job site is everyone's responsibility. Inspect the assembled formwork, shoring, or falsework against the EFCO erection drawings before the pour or loading. Use the drawings as a checklist. Methodically review and check off each call-out, safety note, and required component shown on the plans. Do not overlook the isometric details found in the back of the E-drawings. These views often highlight critical connections, bracing requirements, anchorage details, and hardware placement that may not be obvious in plan or elevation views. Verify every tie, nut, bolt, washer, post panel, anchor, and connection is installed and snug. Confirm the assembly matches the drawings completely before proceeding. 5. Confirm all hardware and components are installed tight. Loose or missing hardware allows loads from fresh concrete or supported construction loads to transfer to surrounding components, potentially overloading them and increasing the risk of failure. As you inspect, look for signs that something hasn't been installed yet. It's like putting your car back together and noticing a few extra parts lying on the shop floor. That's a warning sign. While EFCO often ships extra bolts and hardware to ensure crews have what they need, unused components should prompt a second review of the drawings to confirm nothing has been missed. If it's shown on the drawings, it needs to be installed. 6. Verify required bracing and guying are installed to create a stable structure. Proper bracing and guying are essential to create a stable formwork, shoring, or falsework system. Without adequate lateral support, even correctly assembled equipment can become unstable under load. The required bracing and guying are shown in the EFCO erection drawings. Confirm that all braces are installed at the correct spacing, properly connected, anchored, and tightened as designed. Bracing resists wind, placement forces, construction loads, and unintended movement. Stability is engineered into the system and must be built into field assembly. 7. Perform a final safety inspection before pouring or loading. Before concrete placement or loading begins, conduct a complete walkthrough inspection. Confirm everything is in compliance with the drawings. Verify alignment, anchorage, bracing, connections, access systems, and safety measures. Make sure to look for any damaged equipment. If you find damaged equipment, either replace it or contact your EFCO representative for review. Taking a few extra minutes here can prevent injuries and days or weeks of downtime later. Take time to discuss with your team any red flags to look for during the pour. 8. Be aware of contributors to failure beyond assembly. Even perfectly assembled systems can fail if overloaded with concrete too quickly. Contributors include retarding admixtures, increased fluidity from mix additives, rapid placement systems, uncontrolled placement rates, and inadequate monitoring during the pour. Understand the placement plan. Monitor conditions continuously, make adjustments if needed. Assembly discipline and placement discipline go hand in hand. Formwork, shoring, and falsework safety isn't just about strong equipment. It's about preparation, attention to detail, and disciplined execution. At EFCO, we bring these principles to life through our commitment to quality in every form, integrity in how we work with our customers, innovation in the solutions we design, and super service that supports crews on the job site. By assembling thoroughly, inspecting methodically, stabilizing properly, and placing concrete responsibly, contractors can protect workers, avoid costly delays, and deliver top quality results, achieving safe, efficient pours at the lowest in-place concrete cost.